What up? You guys got top two? Nice. So you don't even play tomorrow. We need SFSU to play again in the CCL. Let me add CCL Twitch to this, honestly. Let me add the shared chat. We'll see how long it takes me to fill out all 25 divisions. Oh. Wait. I don't think I can play Spotify music on a restream broadcast. You're long gone at this point. That's okay. We could still use them. All right. I'm ready to start here. So, okay. So yeah, we've got the message in the chat. Basically. Anyhow, let's get to it. Fill out the brackets here. So we've got 25 links here. Let's start from the top, as always. We've got Division 1 here. Only 11 predictions so far, so this is probably going to be the best opportunity for us. So you might be thinking to yourself, why should I fill out a prediction bracket? Well, first off, because it's fun. But secondly, because you could win some prizes. What are the prizes, you might ask? You might be wondering to yourself. Well, if you get the top bracket for your division and you can fill out all 25 divisions, you win 6 months of Diamond. Now, I know what you're thinking. Do the 6 months stack if I win multiple divisions? And the answer to that is no, unfortunately. So you cannot win all 25 divisions and win over 12 years of Diamond membership. That's not how that works. Um, yeah, I mean it's completely random. But that being said, 6 months is still pretty good. So, and if you don't win the prize, you could still win the hearts of many especially if you choose a team to go all the way and they don't, they'll appreciate it. And another thing you can do that's fun is you can compare your bracket to my bracket and you could just try to beat me. Or you could just watch this stream and just completely copy my bracket, and therefore neither of us will win. That's fun too. I like that I'm listening to music, but you guys can't hear it. I have to double check the whole Spotify situation. I don't know. Up to 2 years at least? That'd be crazy. Just joined. Did you fill out Division 6? No, we're starting off strong here with top division, D1. So yeah. All right. So first and foremost, SRM versus UTRGV. This, I think, is actually kind of a close one. SRM, they're the higher seed, technically, fourth place instead of fifth. I feel like SRM might have the stronger firepower to be honest. They have 3 grandmasters. They've got Artoon, which is Pranesh. They've got Srihari LR. I mentioned it in the article here. And Vijaya Kumar Raul, who I don't really know as much. But that being said, I think we're going to go with UTRGV. Mizzou and Texas Tech, this is a bit more lopsided. I think this is going to be Mizzou. Now, here we're going to go SLU. I think SLU's going to be whoever they face in that top half of the bracket. And then here, Dallas and Mizzou. This is actually going to be pretty close. Is it inside betting if you vote for yourself? No. But yeah, low-key chess, I'll get to Division 6. I'm just going in order, so it might take me a while. But here, it's probably going to be Mizzou, if I'm being honest. But honestly, I feel like switching things up here. I think I'm gonna go with Dallas actually. They've never won it before, and I just feel like it'd be kind of a cool thing to happen. I've been very biased for SLU, to be honest. I feel like I would be letting down a lot of people if I don't choose them. But this is actually a repeat of last year's finals, and honestly, I think SLU got lucky, and I think Dallas should have won it. SLU ended up winning that match 8.5 to 7.5, but it was so close, and SLU didn't really play their best. But what's funny is they didn't even need their best to win. That's how good they are. But technically, Mizzou's the highest rated team that registered. So they only got third place, which is kind of a letdown for them. Dallas only lost to SLU on tie breaks, but in their head-to-head matchup, Dallas actually beat SLU, which is another reason why I think Dallas is a good pick. All my bracket picks are always called Commissioner's Bracket. Okay, email, I don't necessarily want to leave it like that, but whatever. That's definitely not it. Third place match, I'll give to Mizzou, I guess. And cumulative points scored by the winning team. We have Dallas only playing 2 matches. I'll say maybe 19 points, something like that. All right. SRM is farming ICCC anyway. I don't even know if they won the 4th season this week. I think they might have lost for the first time ever. But I think they had some scheduling conflicts that they weren't too happy about, but that's okay. You can't win them all, as they say. I think they lost to SRCC, Shriram College, or Shriram something college, College of Commerce, maybe. I don't know. All right, let's go D2 here. So first matchup, Prague versus Illinois. You know, Europe just went through daylight savings shift on Sunday, so they probably don't even know what match time is, so they're probably going to be late. So we'll go with Illinois. I'm joking. I actually think Prague's going to win. I have faith in Illinois. Just, I don't know. They haven't impressed me for whatever reason. I don't know why. Okay, 12 versus 5. This is kind of interesting because I think Far Eastern has a lot of potential to upset some brackets. But I'll just go with UW for no reason. Now Georgia Tech versus UNC. This is going to be a close one. I honestly, something tells me UNC is going to win, but I know some Georgia Tech people, so we'll go with Georgia Tech. ASU and Jadavpur. I really think Jadavpur is going to win. I think ASU really squeezed their way in there somehow. What's up, Cormac? How's it going? Good to see you. I'm just going to go with ASU again because I know some people there, so it's kind of funny. All right, anyways, we got Dallas, their B team, number 1 seed overall. I think that's kind of a safe bet, so we'll go with them. We've got Athens. We'll go with Athens. Shriram College. We'll go with. We're gonna go like no upsets. ASU and Berkeley. We'll go Berkeley. It's a straight up 1 through 4. 12 a.m. or something. I really think Jadavpur will win, but who knows? You never know with the Indian teams because the playoffs don't favor them really because of time zone. Because in the regular season, they're typically playing at 11 a.m. Eastern, but in the playoffs, it's 2 p.m. Eastern, so you might have a point there. All right, Dallas and Athens. Dude, am I going to do Dallas back-to-back? That'd be crazy. I kind of want Athens to win, but I don't know. I feel like Dallas is just too strong, dude. Really? I'll go with Berkeley. And we'll go with... I might just have to go Dallas back-to-back, man. That's kind of crazy. Third place, I'll go with Athens. And cumulative points by Dallas, they play 3 matches. Let's give them 30 points. What's up, Chelato? How's it going? Well, we can feel bad for India having to compete in essentially like North American time zone. However, with that being said, we did create an India only college chess championship. So, you know, they can play in both, which is kind of nice. So I don't feel too bad for them. Um, Now, a country I do feel sort of bad for is Australia because they don't have their own league for CCL. Yo, what's up, Cash? Dude, how was the stream? Yeah, Texas, lots of chess schools there. Are you running both? Yeah, lucky me. 5 hours, zero elo. Yo, but that's called experience gained. Yeah, New Zealand, I mean, they have chess schools there. I mean, not like scholarship chess schools, but they have a lot of talent. I mean, I would love to visit Australia and New Zealand. Have a good night though. Thanks for being here. Shout out to Cash. Mods, can we get a shout out for Cash Carvin? Thank you. All right. Here we are on Division 3. We're really chugging along here. You hear about it from your friend? Okay, Lviv. I've been saying Lviv, but maybe it's Lviv. I guess it's Lviv. I don't know. Anywho, let's go with Brawijaya because they emailed me their lineup immediately. Like they were ready for it. I think they're prepared. I think they're looking forward to it. I think they're excited. Not that Lviv isn't, but and shout out to Lviv. They had a rough time in Division 1, but they've been there pretty consistently and they have multiple teams, which is always appreciated. So, definitely rooting for them. But those email lineup submissions, the communication, you have to respect it. All right, Bilkent and Carnegie Mellon. This is an interesting 12 versus 5 matchup. City pronunciation study stream win. I could use it, that's for sure. I think I I would really benefit from some geography lessons, maybe some GeoGuessr. But yeah, Bilkent, do you guys know where this school is from? Anybody in chat know where Bilkent's from? I didn't know this until like last season. But I like Carnegie Mellon a lot. Just they run a tight ship of a chess club. I think they've had some leadership graduate, but they've got a good culture there for sure, instilled into them by their leaders. But I think Bilkent's just a very strong team, so we'll go with them. No clue. Bilkent's is in Turkey. And something I learned from Bilkent University is that uh, they have to use a VPN to access Discord. So Turkey has banned Discord, which is kind of crazy. What is the level we were talking about? So this is Division 3 of the CCL. So the average rating for Division 3 is certainly above 2000. I want to say it's probably around like 2300, 2200, something like that. My guess. The Division 1 average team rating is like above 2700. It's like around 2750 plus. Um I mean the top like 3 or 4 teams are probably closer to 3000. Do I watch VOD or will be heartbroken? You want to see my D2 bracket? Listen, man, you got lucky even making it to the bracket. Um, so I don't want to hear it. You guys didn't win the bracket, that's for sure. I did have you guys upsetting Jadavpur, but that's as far as you went. So I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it. I gave you one, okay? I gave you maybe more than you deserve. I don't know. You have to prove me wrong though. I would be impressed if you pull this off. I'm kind of counting on you, to be honest. I don't think you beat Berkeley though. So, anyways, so you didn't miss it by much. All right, GLS versus St. Xavier's. I'm just gonna assume that's India versus India. They sigh when you tell them you need them on Discord. Yeah, they're booting up the VPN. Anything to mess up the ragged? All right, so this is SLU B team versus Minnesota. I actually like Minnesota. Um, this match should actually be on stream. So in D1, we're gonna watch Mizzou versus Texas Tech. So that'll be tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern on the CCL channel. And then after that, we're gonna watch this D3 matchup between SLU and Minnesota. Minnesota's got a strong leader who used to go to Wash U, actually. So I guess he must be in grad school now. But SLU B team, I think it's a fun pick. I didn't realize this. Their captain, good sir, Mr. Pikus. I guess he's not registered as a player. I don't actually understand. I thought he played. I mean, I definitely know he played. But yeah, it's funny. We made a clip of him when he commentated with me one time. Basically, he was like, "Oh, the player should play this and that," and then they played exactly that, and it turned out to be just a massive blunder, which was so funny. Okay, so Rice first place. Honestly, I haven't watched much of D3. We're gonna go with Bill Kent over Valor. We're gonna go with Athens, Armenia. Armenia is also very prepared. They were making sure that they didn't play tomorrow. When I say tomorrow, I really should be saying later today. But all right, Rice and Bilkent. Maybe I'll go right. I don't know. I'm putting all my eggs in Turkey, but turkeys lay eggs, so maybe that's smart. Athens and Armenia. Let's go with Athens. I like Athens. I should visit all of these schools. That'd be so much fun. I could make that into like I could be like the Anthony Bourdain of college chess clubs. Just traveling different countries. Who's in the Minnesota team? Do you know Samrug? Okay. Third place. Maybe Rice. I don't know. It's Rice or Armenia, I guess. Okay, and who would I have winning? Athens. 3 matches. Let's go with 27. A travel budget? Dude, I mean, if you want to do that, you can. Do you talk to Danny much? I've talked to Danny, obviously, but I don't know. Yeah, I've had a handful of travels expensed by chess.com, luckily for me. No complaints on my end, that's for sure. A few times a year, wow. That might be more than I talk to him. Although I haven't started. I don't know if you got this. The old Dark Squares by Danny Wrench. Not to brag or anything. We got that signed. I should really read this book. You know about the book, of course. As one should. ICCC travel tour next season for top 5 divisions. That'd be crazy. India, I'll be honest. I have like a handful of countries I'd love to visit, and I think it'd be a while before I get to India. No no offense or anything to India. I would love to visit India. Just it's not at the top is all I'm saying. I'd love to go to Japan. And unfortunately, I don't think we've had a single school from Japan in either the CCL or the College Ambassador program. We've had at least one or two schools from China, which is interesting. But nothing from Japan yet. You'll do that later, Physic? Well, the deadline is unfortunately approaching quickly at 1 p.m. Eastern, because at 2 p.m. Eastern the playoffs start. Okay, so Valor and North Carolina. I think we snubbed North Carolina earlier. I might have snubbed Valor both times, but ooh, I like U Chicago, but why are they 12th seed? That's not good. I don't know. U Chicago is confusing because I just think of a Wonder Leong and Praveen Balakrishnan, but those days are long gone. Yeah, Japan has go in 11 hours. Uh, I guess so. Like 11 and a half hours, I guess. So, that gives you like 30 minutes for each bracket. All right, I guess we're just going with Western. I don't know. Montreal and Duke. I'll go with Duke. Not that it's like a basketball bracket, but all right, McMaster. I could try for an all Canada. Western is in Canada, right? Maybe. I don't know. All right, we're going Brno. Western, do Far Eastern, and Dallas again. That's kind of funny. I haven't had many upsets in my brackets. Canada can beat the US at anything. What about hockey? I mean, you set yourself up for that. I don't know. Um, What's up, Silva? How's it going? I still have that email certificate on my to-do list, so don't think I forgot about it. I've just been putting it off. Believe it or not, I'm actually kind of a busy guy. Okay, someone asked about Division 6. I don't know if they're still here. Anyhow. Okay. We'll do... Uh, I'm not going to do Dallas again. I'm going to stick with Brno. I think they're going to run it the whole way through. Third place, we'll go with Far Eastern. And cumulative points by Brno. $31. There are 2 less submissions. Does the closest wins? Yeah, the closest one wins. It's just whoever has the highest score. You don't have to have a perfect bracket or anything. 1 medal in 10. What about the women's? You have a blitz tournament at Rice in 11 hours. Oh, good luck. That might change my bracket prediction. How did I think I didn't have Rice winning at all, but if they have an OTB event at the same time as their playoff match, I don't like their chances. The ref, you want to talk about the ref? I was watching the Blues game today. They're playing on the West Coast right now, so their matches end really late. That's honestly why the stream started so late. People think I'm just a night owl, which is true. But I'm also a hockey fan. So, all right, D5 now. So we got Athens again. Athens is just doing great this year. I'm going to Athens. Yeah, UC Santa Cruz, Calgary, and Jadavpur. Dude, let's go with Athens. Santa Cruz. Should I do all upsets on this one? I don't think so. I like Far Eastern also always does well for whatever reason. George Mason. And let's go with Santa Cruz and George Mason. I'm just feeling Santa Cruz, guys. Call me biased for California. That's totally fair. Third place, we're gonna have. I'll do Far Eastern again. Sorry, Athens. Cumulative points by Santa Cruz. So here they play all 4 games. So I'll say maybe 35. Is that even possible? Yeah, we'll do 35. It's going to be low. That might not be very likely, but I follow the Blues ads. So I'm live on 2 Twitch accounts. So maybe if you get ads on one, you could switch the other. Maybe. All right, D6. In the event where two teams check in, who wins, or is it a draw? It's actually there's no draws, especially not in playoffs. It would be like a double forfeit, but ideally that doesn't happen. But that's probably happened before. Um, at which point, like if we catch it early enough, we would just reach out to the both teams and be like, "Hey, like what happened? Are you withdrawing? Would you like to move on? Would you like to reschedule or something if it's early enough?" You'd get ads on either. Does Twitch sync the ads on both channels though? Like what if the rates for ads are different? I feel like you should be able to more or less toggle. I don't know. That would be terrible if they sync them somehow. That'd be smart, I guess. But I think there's some flexibility though on the rate of ads on the channel. Yeah. Okay, let's go with I want to do Lviv, but I like bits. I will go with Lviv. San Diego or Ottawa? I guess we'll do San Diego. I like Ottawa though. It's hard. I like all these teams, you know? Go Rutgers. It's a real educated guess there. Central Superlike. I like Florida though, is the problem. All the teams I like are like the lower seed. Your I was like, your cat's watching both streams. That's sick. But you're talking about the chat. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I did the shared chat between the CCL. Okay, I guess Prague's doing well. We'll go with San Diego again. I'll go with Valor. Ooh, Virginia Tech has a strong team. We'll go with Virginia Tech actually. And San Diego. San Diego has a streamer that's live right now, but she's not playing chess, at least. But yeah, let's see Virginia Tech work some magic. They had a viewer that was like very confident. Or at least they were talking some trash against University of Virginia, which this season I think is kind of warranted because University of Virginia just did horribly, unfortunately. I mean, I'll give credit to their A team because they're in a tough division. I mean, it's hard being the eighth seed in D1. So no problems with that. But their B team also didn't do well. And I don't know what their excuse is. The A team, at least, is like, they're up against scholarship teams. All right, is it low key chess? Are you the guy that I remembered? We were watching Virginia and you were like, they're trash, more or less, something like that. Okay, so third place. Do I go Valor or San Diego? I'll go with Valor. I feel like it's probably the more realistic and most points. Virginia Tech. What do I want to give Virginia Tech? Something high? Like what, 34? You want to go 34 points? It wasn't you, but you know. The Virginia Tech peeps know. They just know each other. All right. Were you waiting for D6? You were like, I can't wait to see what Joe does for D6. I don't know. University of Virginia has been playing in the CCL for like, I feel like a longer time. And then it was like, I didn't know anyone at Virginia Tech for some time. I knew a guy that had graduated there, I think, a long time ago, but there's like no connection to the chess club. and it wasn't easy to like find them either. But then like one summer season they found us, um, and so they signed up, and then the rest is history. I have to do it's 25. We're on D7 right now, so you know we're like a quarter of the way through, more or less. Um, all right, let's go with McGill. Let's go with Canada. We've got Kiev and Wits. Wit Waterstrand in South Africa, I believe. They should probably be the favorites to win Chess Madness, which is a social media contest we're running right now for our ambassador program. They started the first round really strong with over 600 likes, and then the second best school was like maybe around 250. Better stuff to work on, gonna learn. Yeah, yeah, no, I mean, I don't expect people to really be dialed in. This is definitely more of a lurk thing. Also, like normally I would have my music playing, but I don't think I should be playing the music on Restream because I don't think it gets filtered out on the VOD. So I'll have to do some research on that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, I'm gonna just keep going here. We'll chug along. We'll go with Kiev. We'll go with Bama and Yale. That's cool. Yale's playing. Ooh, Clemson, first seed. That's cool. Georgia Tech, we like a lot. Cork probably is good. Yale, maybe the more recognized name, but we'll go with Cork. And it's a 1 through 4 semifinals. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I could play some RuneScape music. That might be good. All right, we'll go with Georgia Tech. We'll give them a win. Third place, Clemson. Clemson might win it all. You never know. Georgia Tech. We'll go with 30 here. Virginia Tech has 2 more teams. I love you too, Cormac. Thank you. People are so nice, you know, you love to see it. All right. Also, you guys, if you look at the number of predictions filled out, Division 8 at this point, there's only 4 people. It's like, so that means, so if I fill it out, I have a 20% chance of winning statistically. I don't know if the math exactly works out like that, but I don't know how many people are even gonna see this. Yeah, I'll be honest, I was really late in getting these brackets set up and announced, so that's really on me. We've had a lot of effort in past years to really get the word out and get people to fill these things out, but I don't know. All right, we'll go Syracuse, Bill Kent. Macedonia, and we'll go with SLU. I'd be biased for SLU, perhaps. Let's go Syracuse. Ooh, I like this. This is Turkey versus Turkey. That would be really cool. I like Bilkent though. The guy at Bilkent really helped invite a lot of Turkish schools, I should say, I suppose. And yeah, Far Eastern just crushing their group, man. They're doing great stuff over there. Brno. We'll go Bilkent, Far Eastern. Or should I go Brno? Brno is also doing well. Jeez, dude. I don't know. This might be the real finals match here. In the semifinals. I guess we'll do... Oh my god. I feel like I can't choose the same teams every time. But there's a reason why teams are, good. It's so tough. Do I do Brno? Maybe do Brno. Third place, I think we'll do Far Eastern. And the Brno points, we'll do 32. Darth Reven with the sub, thank you. How's it going? All right, D9. All right. You beat an FM in the random queue. He was 2200, but you count it. I mean 2200s are good too. And then, like you said, it still counts. He's an FM. That's awesome, Dart. That's really cool. All right, Colorado. I guess so, dude. I don't know. We'll go Temple, Chicago, Villanova, Davidson. Here we go. Virginia Tech again. I'm gonna go Temple this time. I think Virginia Tech will win, but I like Temple. All right, Brawijaya. We got Riverside. I like Riverside. They write like recap articles for their team every week, which is super cool. On like Google Docs, and they just share it in their Discord server. So shout out to them. I wish it was, more publicly available and viewable. Probably. All right. Davidson versus Riverside. I think it'd be a great story if Riverside won. Because then they would just be so happy. So, and we have to be biased for California, of course. Third place, we'll go with let's just go with Temple. Honestly, Temple might win the whole thing. They might just go on and win the whole thing. They might just do it. They really could. We'll go 30. Sure. All right, D10. Oh no, I just accidentally clicked the wrong button. How do I undo that? Oh god. Oh god. I was grooving. How do I undo that? Undo it. No. Reset or delete. Reset. It clears all predictions. There's 6 of them. Should I just leave it? I think I should leave it. Dang it. I think like if this was a bigger deal, I would probably reset it. Uh, but I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think we're gonna get that many more predictions in the next 10 hours. So I think I'll just leave it. That's kind of annoying. Best of luck to you 6. I shouldn't be showing these on stream. All right, if I had to verbally choose, we could keep track of, we'll go back and look at the VOD here for Division 10. Michigan State, Rutgers, UMich, and let's go with, I'll just say North Texas because I don't want to pronounce Lobero. It's like I don't know, Lobera, whatever. And I don't even know what I remember saying. Let's go with Rochester, Rutgers, UMich, Benin. I'm gonna go with Benin and Rochester, with Rochester winning and maybe UMich getting third, something like that. All right, I'm sorry to anyone that was gonna fill this out. So that's kind of unfortunate. I pressed the wrong button. That's on me. Look, there's 2 buttons here. I jumped the gun. Okay, whatever. It's late. We'll go with Florida. We'll go with Rabat, Buffalo, and York. And let's go with, we're gonna do an upset here. Dude, I like this matchup here. I think this is New York, New York. Not to be confused with the city. You're doing bottom up. You just got there. So I cut you off. Did I cut you off or did you get it in time? All right. Shout out to our boys at, this is 7 versus 8 finals match. I cut you off, dude. That sucks. That's just unlucky timing. What do you think? Did I do the right decision of keeping it, or should I clear the 6 people that filled it out? That's so sad it clears those out. Maybe maybe I could record their scores and look at them actually. Maybe that's the ultimate solution. But I have to pull that. Hold on. Could do this off stream. Yeah, I can save these. I can save these predictions. All right, we'll clear it. We'll reset it. It's just it'll be annoying for me, but that's the price I have to pay. Okay. Oh geez. Um, 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 um. This is like so annoying actually, because it's not. Hold on. I'll do justice. I'll do justice. This is gonna set me back. What is this? D10? Um, um, hold on. Hold on. I'll figure this out. I'm just making sure I have them all recorded. I'm halfway. This won't take much longer. Dude, everyone's predicting Rochester. It's crazy. Got a lot of Rochester fans. All right, I should have them all. Which means I can reset it. which means you can refresh it and it should be. All right, we're back. Is there limits how many predictions you can make? I mean, technically, it asks for your chess.com username. So, I mean, I think like the intention of the challenge is you just make one per bracket, one per division. I don't think you should make more than that. Um, but I don't know if we have fine print on that. But I do know that you shouldn't have more than one alt. So maybe if you have two chess.com accounts, you can get away with filling out two, but that would be kind of against the spirit of the competition. So as the person that's running it and deciding who wins, I would advise that you stick to one submission per division. You were worried about the integrity. Yeah, it asks for your chess.com, so that's our biggest measure of people not submitting too many brackets, I guess. Should you fill out too? You should fill out D10 though, because I'm doing it. What do I mean? I decide who wins? Well, I'm the one that's running the competition, so I review the submissions. But it's whoever like this website challenge that sets up these brackets. Like I just input the teams and the seating. But this prediction feature is really cool because it tracks the points that you get for each, correct prediction. And then I just rank it by the points. And then if there's a tiebreaker needed, I'll look at the tiebreak question responses. And if there's a tie, typically we give both people the prize. So that's cool. But yeah, I like if I am gifting the membership out, and the account is like closed or there's something wrong with it, then I don't have to give them a prize, I guess. Please don't rig the CCL battles. I should go back and look at the VOD, but I'm pretty sure I had it like this. I feel like it was something like this. I think I said Benin would win. Or maybe Rochester wins. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I said Michigan. I'm glad I don't have to check the VOD anymore. Unless someone wants to double check me. Wait, prediction title should not be Michigan. It should be Commissioner's Bracket. Yeah, my head's not in the right space, clearly. I put the third place win. Who did I say? Benin? Let's just go with 28. You're making predictions later. For all 25? Alright, look, there's two predictions now. It's me and A. Oh. Like, I shouldn't be showing. Okay. Did I do D11? I think I did. No? Wait, did I really not? Did I exit out before I finished it? I probably got sidetracked. I think I did forget to submit it. I'll try to keep it as close as what I had. I'm pretty sure I had. Did I have Florida going through? Yeah, like 8 versus 7, right? And did I say Buffalo would win? Whatever. Joe. Third place, we said St. John's. I like St. John's a lot. Those guys are fun. We did the funny interview where he was like a sports player needing water. Okay, cumulative points for Buffalo. 437. Is this prediction markets? You're confused. No, it's prediction brackets for the CCL playoffs, the Collegiate Chess League playoff brackets for all 25 divisions. So right now I'm on Division 12, so about halfway. But the playoffs start tomorrow. So all of these teams you see in this first round are going to compete in about 12 hours. So I'm filling out these predictions before they close. And you could win 6 months of Diamond membership if you win a bracket. And there's 25 of them because there's that many divisions. All right, let's go with Georgia State. Let's go with Rochester. I'm going to go with Betts. Sorry, Baylor. We'll go with Encia. I don't know this school. This is a new one to me. Can we bet on Polymarket? That's a great question. I don't know. Maybe. All right, we're going Rochester. They're gonna do well. I know it. Third place. Are some schools more known to be good, or is it vibes? Oh, well, they have seeding based off how they did in the regular season. And you could technically look up all the teams' rosters and their ratings. Um, and in the top division, those players are very well known. You might have heard of some of them, like Ari and Tari, for example. Maybe. Maybe you've heard of them. This is mind-blowing, to be honest. The Collegiate Chess League exists. Have you heard of it? We have over 220 schools from all around the world competing. And I'll be commentating in 12 hours. So we'll be watching Mizzou. Like I mentioned, Aryan Tari is competing. He plays for the Mizzou team. And they're playing against Texas Tech. That's so cool. You're so cool. I'm glad that you're enjoying this. I appreciate it. Ooh, Appalachian State versus Queen. I think it would go Queens, actually. Galway. I've been to Galway. Okay. Let's I was thinking Georgia Southern in the previous bracket, but I don't know if they could beat the #1 seed here. We'll give Valor some love. We got Princeton. Wow. Let's go Bill Kent. Let's go Princeton, and I'll go with Oklahoma, I guess. Let's say, dude, I don't know. Let's show Princeton some love, I guess. Not that they need it, you know. Third place we'll give to Bill Kent. Cumulative points. We'll go with 29. Are you in college? Do you play chess? Because if so, if you said yes to both of those questions, then this is the right place for you. You'll love the Collegiate Chess League. Oh, we'll go with Amsterdam. CLG events. What is that? All right, we got a New York matchup here. Stony Brook and Syracuse. I don't know. Dude, do I go Syracuse all the way? That's crazy. I guess we're doing it. Third place. I guess Drexel, dude. I picked the first seed for third place like so many times. Let's go with Northern Illinois. $37 and a half. I'm feeling spicy for that one. College. CLG is college, of course. You're in D16. All right, well, that's coming up soon. Your team's going to upset that. What's your team, Cloudy? You were waiting, bro. You were silent until after I submitted it. That's terrible. Wrong division? Oh. You could not will yourself. Oh my God, we have two Cloudies in the chat. What are the odds? Cloudy automorphism. Well, maybe you could fill out just the top division, which is only 6 teams. It's only 3 rounds. All the other divisions are 12 teams and 4 rounds. With Augusta, ooh, Oregon, ooh, California. I like Tennessee though. That's kind of a. What are they doing over at East Tennessee State? I have an idea of what they do at UC San Diego. There's a really fun school at I think it's like Middle Tennessee State University, MTSU. I wonder if they have a rivalry with ETSU. Probably. Who knows? Anyways, East Tennessee, it's no Middle State Tennessee, unfortunately. Why Eastern Tennessee? What do you mean why? Like why I couldn't answer that question, unfortunately. I don't know. I don't know, man. Dude, how is Far Eastern has like won their group every single time. It's ridiculous. Thought I picked. I was thinking about it. I went with. Why? Do you like UCSD? I guess I could say I'm biased for UCSD. Texas State. I mean, I like Oregon a lot. They got a good bunch. Um, they have some real highs and lows at their club, I feel like. I visited them and they were telling me that they were like coming back from the dead, which is good. But then after they sort of graduated, they were like, yeah, we're struggling. Like we have no one. And then like a phoenix, they rose from the ashes and they came back stronger than ever before. So, if you're a Ducks fan, it's exciting times for their chess club. Here we got a former Pac-12 matchup here. What were your predictions for D3? You can actually look it up. Do you know how to get this link? Here. Should have like a bracket command. Or maybe brackets. My apologies. Let me pin this message if that helps, maybe. Um Minnesota win every game? Oh, I don't know if I did that, unfortunately. Yeah, there's multiple teams for some schools. The slander's unacceptable. Okay, so D3, what did I have? I had Athens winning over Bilkent, and I had Rice getting third place. Are you from Rice University, perhaps? You are the number one seed, so. Okay, what are we doing here? Wildcats or Ducks? I'll go Ducks, dude. We'll do Ducks all the way. Prediction title, as always. Third place, we'll say Arizona. And the Oregon Ducks, they're going to score a whopping 40 points. West Coast rep. All right. Yeah, you liked UCSD, didn't you? All right, D16 now. We're getting there. You're from Minnesota. Okay. Yeah, I think I had them losing to SLU. If you are around tomorrow, in about 12 hours from now, I will actually be commentating SLU's B team against University of Minnesota. So you might be interested to watch that. And you can see whether or not my bracket gets busted live on air. Um, okay, D16. I think we'll go Augsburg. Um, Illinois. I don't know. I like all these people are from Spain, they just have a certain aura. Maybe, maybe not. I choose Michigan like every time. Okay. Uh, I like Wisconsin. Let's go with Wisconsin. I don't think I've had the number one seed win at all, and like very few. Third place, I'll go with Stevens. And Wisconsin will go with 31 points. Schools recruit abroad too. Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of the scholarship schools have international players. I mean, some of them are like entirely international players. The lower you go, the better the top seeds are. Okay. That's interesting. Half the players in D1 are Indian. Well, I mean, you have SRMIST, but that's just one team. I know SLU has Aryan Chopra, and I know Mizzou used to have Arshit Raja, but like, yeah, I don't think. I mean, obviously you're exaggerating, but okay. Texas, we'll go Central Mish. Oh my God, San Jose is in it. We're gonna have a California matchup here. Northridge versus San Jose. That's crazy. Well, maybe Valor will win, but come on, Superman. Oregon State. Yeah, I like Oregon State. They've got a good bunch. Oregon State and Oregon had a match. I didn't follow up with them on who won that. I'll have to look into it. All right, but we got George Mason, of course. Dude, I don't know. Should I go San Jose over Cal State Northridge? That'd be kind of blasphemous. I should just do upsets down here. What if we just went San Jose? This is right after Krishna told me that the higher seeds are better. I'm like, dude, let's get an 11th seed in the finals. Why not? You can't underestimate the Spartans. Third place. I'm gonna have. Okay, let's do George Mason. And cumulative points from San Jose State. 34. Are you streaming your commentary? Confused about it. Yeah, I'll be commentating tomorrow. We will show you. I honestly I forgot. Oh, the Cal State Northridge. You're the Northridge fan. I don't know, dude. Yeah, you guys are probably gonna win. I'm not gonna lie. I just thought it was funny. Also, 34, I think is like the bare minimum points they could score, which is crazy as well. I think this bracket is just gonna be a bust. Don't don't worry too much about D17. That's all I have to say. Your Minnesota team. Wait, which division is that? You have a lower team? Okay, Ireland versus Hawaii. We've got two island teams. It's kind of crazy. Um, I mean, I don't know, dude. Hawaii, I guess. Yeah. All right, BYU versus St. Joseph's. It's BYU. Merritt. Oh, we got another. Oh, this is Cal State Long Beach. Okay. I like them. Let's go Long Beach. We should have a Cal State championship. Actually, we were hoping to do a California championship. I don't know what happened. Isn't Northridge hosting that? Do you know behind the net on Discord? That's Northridge guy. I forgot the second guy. They have two guys. What's going on with your tournament? It's in April, right? Isn't that this month? Oh my God, it's already April. That's crazy. All right, I guess Long Beach is going down to Utah. Um, dude, I don't know. Conestoga. Jonas. Yeah, the North Cal school is going to travel a lot for that. All right, I might have to go back and edit a prediction. I might have some insider information. What do I have here? No, I'm not changing it. I don't know. All revved up and ready to go. That's kind of the funny thing is that we closed the predictions an hour before the default match time, but technically teams are allowed to reschedule prior. They could have already played. So do what you will with that information. How do I know about the NorCal groups? Um, you mean like San Jose and UC Merced? How do I know about them? Well, so I think I was talking to, I guess, Cloudy Season, who I think is from Cal State Northridge, and they're planning an over the board tournament. And they invited a bunch of schools from California, like in person. So that's what we're talking about. It's sort of separate from this, which is an online competition. Um, all right. Sorry to Santa Barbara, I guess. Actually, we're gonna go with Florida Tech over Ohio State. Sorry to Ohio State. Okay. Dude, let's go with the 12 seed. Let's go. Why not? Let's go with Ottawa. All right, but then I think Oklahoma State wins. Third place. Let's go Ottawa. Cumulative points by Oklahoma State. Weird. What's weird? You gotta go to lunch. Lunch? Are you in India? I feel like we've talked about this before. I just don't remember how each team did. No, this is I have no idea. The seeding tells you how they did. If they're 1 or 2, that means they won their group. If they're 3 or 4, that means they got second place in their group. Um, so yeah, but I mainly followed like the top division. So yeah, I would say these predictions are very random, for me at least. All right. We'll go Mary Washington. Go Butler. Berkeley. Encia. Encia versus Ensa. It's interesting. It's I don't know. Not a lot of upsets in this bracket, I guess. Let's go with West Virginia. Let's go with Butler. Did Vanish even work for you? I don't even know. Aren't there mods that let you see, or like, I don't know about mods, but or like extensions, I think is the word I was looking for. All right. Dude. Sorry, Rochester. Let's go with Ole Miss. Why Ole Miss? I think they're getting third place. I mean, it's like a coin flip, man. I could best explain my brackets for the top division, but anything below that, like I'm not making educated decisions here. It's just a complete shot in the dark. I love how invested you are into this, though. When does it start? Tomorrow in like 12 hours, or more like 11 hours. Also, like I feel like these teams are pretty evenly matched, like in general. I feel like there's for the most part, if you actually end up looking at the results, I think the league does a good job of pairing even strength teams. There are some matchups or some divisions that's like, ooh, that's kind of lopsided, which doesn't feel great. Um, but there's also just a lot of variance, I feel like. I feel like on any given day, any team from the same division could beat any team. Um, but there's also divisions where it's like the separation of strength is clear. So ultimately, it is fairly random. I don't know, But yeah, like some days some teams are on it and sometimes they're off. So some days it's like they can be pretty beatable, but other days it's like they just have a good day and their opponents didn't. So that's a really long-winded way of me just saying like I think it's random. It's just random. It's hard to predict. Um, like this is there's no rhyme or reason here. Which this is ridiculous. Here's ASU. I think they'll do much better here than in what D2. I don't know if Subham's still here. Like Madison College is probably gonna lose immediately, but I have them going this far. I don't know. I wish I could have both Bilka and Riverside winning, but I just can't. We'll give this one to ASU. Third place, maybe Houston. Isn't there SLU to win? SLU is in D1 and D3. I had them winning at least one match each, I think. But I don't know if I had either of them winning their whole bracket. But SLU is probably the safest bet for D1. I mean, they're the defending champs and the number one seed, so that would make a lot of sense on your Bruin account order. My thoughts. I mean, I'm showing you my thought. It's like I said, it's kind of a coin flip. But also I was better to explain D1. I can go back to D1 and explain that a little bit better. Um, but yeah, I'm losing most of these brackets. Like I'm not saying I'm a good guesser. I will Bach and Joe do commentary? We did last year. I'll have to ask him again if he wants to join. SLU will not win in D3. That I think that's a safe thing to say. If you filled out a March Madness bracket, would you say this is easier or harder? I would say that filling these out is probably easier. Um, I don't, because I mean these are smaller brackets. These are much smaller. March Madness is like impossible. I feel like I don't know. I enjoy filling out March Madness brackets. I was late this year though. But I am invested in the UCLA women's team. They just won today, so they're making their way to the finals. So they've got basically a 50-50 chance, which is very exciting. And they don't have to play against UConn because they just lost to the South Carolina. I don't know. Would you say that a team that has somewhat even elos is expected to do better or worse against a team that has large elo gaps, such as a team of 1400 versus? Yeah, okay, that's a great question. I've seen that happen, and it comes down to uh one team or one player just messing up, really, or clutching up. Because what happens in that is like you get the expected outcome where your top two boards win every game and your bottom two boards lose every game. And so the match is just dead even. And then it's tied 8-8, and then you just go to overtime, and then there's less time on the clock, and it's like just whoever messes up. So I think what's likely is like a 1400 could upset a 1900 or something. Like a 1900 just blunders something. I think it's a lot more difficult for a 900 to beat like a 1400. If you're gonna give those like exact numbers as an example. So I guess what I'm trying to say is maybe the more balanced team does better. But now that I say that out loud, I'm like, maybe it's the exact opposite. I don't know. I love that you guys think that I'm like an expert on this stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm just making stuff up. I'm like, maybe it's both. Like, I don't know. Yeah, the actual answer is I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be standing here in front of you all just spewing nonsense. If there's anything to take away, it's that I really don't know anything. I'm just the guy in front of the camera. I'll go back to D1 after I finish these. There's like 3 left. I'll be quick. 6-1 with, I mean, yeah, your top 3 are very strong. That's much different than 2 really strong and 2 really bad. I think 3 really strong is really good. That's what you want if you've ever played in like US amateur team events. Like in college I used to play US Amateur Team West. Our first year our team was super balanced. We didn't realize how to do it. The difference between our board 1 and our board 4 was like less than 100 elo. And we got destroyed. The teams that were really good had 3 really strong top players and then a really bad 4th board. Can an Indian college participate in the CCL? Yes. And on top of that, there's a whole separate league just for Indian schools as well, called the India College Chess Championship. So you should look in our bio, look for our links, find the Discord server and join that, because that's where we make all of our announcements, or just follow our socials. And you'll see how to register for the next season. Next season should be announced around August or so. So that's technically next school year. So there's a lot of Indian teams. There's a lot of teams that play in both CCL and the India College Chess Championship. You can actually see here, this team, IIT Jabalpur, is from India. We've got IIT Patna, CET, whatever that means. We've got Chaudhry Devi Lai University. We've got IIT Jodhpur. I mean, this bracket alone, this is Division 23. You've got like 3 teams from India, or 4. I mean, there's so many Indians. College in India is so popular. It's fun nonsense. Exactly. Keep going, bro. Just keep. Okay. Division 23 here. We've got Akron versus Middle Tennessee. We were talking about Middle Tennessee earlier. I like Middle Tennessee because they have a very fun Instagram account. So that's my thought process. Okay, Virginia Tech, I think they're good. This is also 5 versus 12 seed, so that's the biggest mismatch in this first round. I don't really think the seeding matters too much, to be honest, but Virginia Tech, they've shown some seriousness. And with the Indian teams, I really don't know them too well, so it's kind of hard to distinguish. The one Indian team I know the most, to be honest, is like, well, Valor, but the most dominant Indian team is SRMIST, but they're only in D1. But all the other Indian schools, it's hard for me really to distinguish. So it's harder to pick them for me. Like Sam Houston, I know where that is. It's in Houston, right? Or Texas, probably. I don't know. Abilene Christian, I don't actually. I maybe that's also in Texas, but this is a 6 versus 11, so it's okay to throw in some Indian schools here and there if it makes sense. If the rating favors them. Temple's always pretty good. I mean, this is a lower division too, though. So also, like the top divisions, I think it's easier to predict because the players better and the players' ratings are a bit more reliable. The lower divisions, it's like more of a mess. So, like if you're watching Hikaru versus Fabi or like the candidates, for example, you kind of have an idea of like who you think will win or who you want to win. Obviously, there's still going to be upsets. But if you have two players that are less than 1,000 rated and they play each other, it's like, dude, you have no idea who's going to win. It's just a coin flip every time. And that's exactly what you have here in the lower divisions. So, in the Collegiate Chess League, we're really happy that anyone can play regardless of rating. And I think the difference in rating between the top division and the bottom division is like astronomical. Like the top division is between like 2,700 and 2,800 average. Actually, probably higher than that. You already participate in ICCC. Looking forward to participating in CCL. That's awesome. Yeah, and if you guys like the free prizes, it's just extra opportunity to win even more prizes. And they're both free, so if you like playing chess and you like to win prizes, then the CCL is the perfect place. Because it's both free and offers prizes. And you get to play chess against other schools. So what more could you ask for, really? Okay. So now the second round, I'm thinking like there should be some upsets, probably. I do like the Sacred Heart team though, but they had a guy that graduated, so I don't know how much I like them anymore. And a 4 versus 5, this is like as close as it gets. So again, just a coin flip. But I'll just go with, dude, I don't know. I can't make up my mind half the time. Let's go with Jodhpur. Let's go with Jabalpur. We'll have India versus India semifinal. I'll have Temple winning it all because I like them. We'll go Jodhpur. And I'll do Virginia Tech gets third. Oops. I'm getting tired. Temple has 3 matches, so, something like between 27 and 30, something like that. At 28. That question people get really tripped up on. But it's like the match, the match format is 4 versus 4. So each player plays each player from the other team. So that's 4 games per person, which is a match of 16 games. What I'm forgetting actually is there's overtime as well. I've been forgetting about that. But essentially you need 8.5 points to win. So you just take that, multiply by how many rounds they play or matches they play, and that's like the bare minimum points, really. Sometimes lower division players use bots. It's frustrating. Well, that's cheating, and that is a bannable offense. And we also have a fair play report form. So if you're certain that teams are cheating, then you can report them and they'll be banned. This kind of massage it up a bit. Hi, Oliver. Sorry if I missed you. Do well-known pros compete like Carissa Yip from Stanford or previously a Wonder Leong for U Chicago? Yeah, Wonder Leong won the championship back in season 3, actually. Um, Carissa Yip, we interviewed her when we had our college chess podcast back in the day. Stanford did not compete when she was around. It's been hard to work with Stanford, to be honest. But I mean, I don't know if you were here earlier. I mentioned we have Ari Antari playing for Mizzou. He's probably the most famous. We had Grigori Oparin played for Mizzou. Ari Antari is playing for Mizzou currently. Benjamin Bach played for SLU. Robbie Kaivashvili played for SLU. Nicholas Theodorou played for SLU. Um, Nicholas Cheka, if you know him, played for Yale. And if you know Alice Lee, her older brother played for Yale. But he's not like a famous player. He's just the sibling of one. He's Alice Lee's brother. Um, but he's a national master himself. But oh, you know Lyndon. Okay, that's really cool. Yeah, Lyndon's a cool guy. Yeah, I mean everyone knows Alice Lee. Um, dude, I swear this is like the same matchup. What the heck? I'll wait. Did I already do this bracket? No way. I don't think so. I'll give Abilene some love. I think I messed them up last time. Yeah, there's really no rhyme or reason here, guys. I gave Queens some love. I feel like I've been harsh on Colorado, so we'll give Colorado some love. It's nothing to do with the chess ability. It's just everything to do with how well I know the clubs and the teams and how much I like them, pretty much. Maybe I should do that every year, every bracket, just a popularity vote, basically. Yeah, like this, I feel like this is a close one. You know, I like both of these teams. I'll go with I've definitely chosen I think both of them so far. We'll just go with that. Okay, Galway, number 1 seed, is probably pretty good. Go with Texas A&M. Go with Abe's. Dakota State. I think Dakota State, this is their first time ever competing. I think they were the last state that was not represented in the CCL or the College Ambassador Program. So they're the first team from South Dakota. We had North Dakota State playing, so that's cool. Um, let's just give it to Galway. So why not? That's my thought process. Third place, I'll go Texas. Texas A&M. Okay, cumulative points. Let's go high. 35. Discrediting Bali. Listen, I gave you guys third place. Like, you're the 5th seed. You outperformed your rating. What are you talking about? You said I'm discrediting them. I gave you guys like at least two upsets. You heard Yale somewhere up there. We were talking about any famous players that have played, and I mentioned Yale because Alice Lee's older brother played for Yale. SLU does have all the alum. It's true. Um, there's a famous player from Canada, Sean Rodriguez Lemieux, who plays for University of Texas, uh, Rio Grande Valley. Your PSU. You know what's funny? My first thought is that that's Portland State, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that's probably Penn State. And the even funnier thing is that it could be a different school. Could it be? I don't know. What else is PSU? It's Penn State. Nicholas Cheka is a GM, but Lyndon Lee, Alice Lee's brother's not a GM. Alice Lee's brother's a national master, which is still good, but it's not GM. Um, I really don't know this. This team's completely new to me. I'll have to reach out to them, see if they want to join the ambassador program that we run. I like Buffalo a lot, but we'll go with Emporia State. Let's go with Emporia for no reason. The same reason why. All right, third place, I'll go Oklahoma, OK State. And cumulative points, we'll do 33. I think your spelling is very close. I think you're missing an E, maybe. Oh yeah, yeah. Sean's a GM. Like JT. Wait, who's JT? Yeah, exactly, Cloudy. No, well, what happens is if I win this 6 month diamond, like it just goes to no one. Basically, I'm saving myself more. Okay, that's what I thought for JT's. Like, I just didn't know you knew him. Or at least I thought it was random that, like, why would you bring that up? I don't know. Did JT go to Penn State? No, he didn't. Yeah, that's what I thought. You just meant that he crushed. Are you saying he's the person that has beat you the worst? Okay, I guess I did all the predictions. So we'll go back to D1 just to show off my D1 bracket. So I have Texas beating SRM. I really think this is going to be a really close one. And honestly, this might be more exciting to broadcast, but we're going to watch Mizzou versus Texas Tech because we're going to watch the Mizzou team because they're the highest seed. They're the highest rated team that we're going to watch. And I think they're going to really beat Texas Tech. I don't think this match is going to be super close. This match is going to be very close. I think either team could win it. I think SRM is very strong. They have at least 3 grandmasters. I don't know if they'll all play tomorrow, but it's going to be late for them. And I think UTRGV just very talented team, obviously. Honestly, this might be one of the worst brackets for D1 that I've ever made. Like usually it's pretty obvious, but I think this one it could be a kind of a toss up here. This matchup, I think it's going to be much more clearly SLU. I think SLU's going to beat whichever team they face. And then this matchup here, Dallas versus Mizzou. This is going to be also very close. This is going to be a tough match. I'm going to just say Dallas is just going to be better on that day for whatever reason. So I think Mizzou won the national championship over the board, but I don't think their heart is as in it for CCL for whatever reason. They've been just kind of underperforming at large. And from what I've seen this season as well, they've definitely had some really shaky rounds and some choke jobs. So, for example, they'll be leading and winning a match, and then just in the second half, for whatever reason, they just completely throw it all away. So Mizzou has had some really rough patches, and for that, I'm going to give the edge to Dallas. And in the finals, I decided to give it to Dallas because I think they're due. I think that they should have won last season. They had a really close match against SLU, and they just lost by 1 point. Like, it literally was one blunder on one game that cost them the match. So I really think they should have won last season, and I think SLU got lucky. But SLU is really good and number one for a reason. They're the defending champions for a reason. They won even without playing their best last time. So I think SLU's still going to be the favorite. They are the number one seed, like I said, for a reason. So probably SLU's going to win. And yeah, like Dallas might not even beat Mizzou. You never know. I'm giving Texas Tech the least credit out of all of these teams. But like this matchup, anyone could win. This matchup, it really could go. Like, yeah, I don't know. Who did SLU lost to Dallas? The only team that beat Dallas all season was SRM IST. And I didn't see that match, but it was like, it must have been a fluke or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm totally discrediting SRM IST, but they have a strong team. I don't know how they beat Dallas 11-5, but they did. So maybe I should have looked into that more. Strongest you've been destroyed by is Ilya Nizhny. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's why I thought JT was kind of like random. But Ilya Nizhny is also kind of random to throw that out of nowhere. But like, if that's the strongest, then maybe it's not random. Also, shout out to Ilya and shout out to JT. Really, really awesome guy, JT. Really, really happy to call him a friend. And Ilya is really cool too. Ilya was the GM in residence in St. Louis just last month. So luckily was able to see him. You believe in me? Okay, that's good. You would take Mizzou over Texas? Yeah, that's very fair. I don't imagine Texas Tech beating Mizzou. I think Texas Tech is enjoying their time in the CCL. I think they're happy to play. I think that they have more potential. I think that they can do better in the future. But I don't think they're going to beat Mizzou in this matchup. Interesting, there's always so many Texas teams. It's because, and there's also two Missouri teams. So the reason why is because in the U.S. there are 6 scholarship schools that are pretty legit team-wise. It's 3 in Missouri and 3 in Texas. Texas Tech, UT Rio Grande Valley, and UT Dallas, all 3 of which made D1 playoffs. And then there are 3 scholarship teams in Missouri: Mizzou, SLU, and Webster University, which is where Ilya Nizhny went. And Webster just decided not to play in the CCL. But Webster has a Wonder Leong who used to play in the CCL. But I don't think the Webster team really cares as much for online chess for whatever reason. So they also didn't compete in the U.S. College Rapid and Blitz, which happened recently. And they did play in the CCL one time, but they got second place to SLU, so I don't think that helped them. So they'd rather focus on over-the-board chess, like Pan Ams and President's Cup, which they didn't win. They lost to Mizzou, which is playing in the CCL. Fun fact. Didn't we all play in Vegas? Chess or poker? Fun fact, JT's good at Pokemon. That, I, like, so believe it. That's, like, the most believable. JT's just such a cool guy. And he speaks Japanese. What else about JT? He likes basketball. And he likes PLO. I don't know if he liked poker before he met Ilya, or if Ilya influenced him, or maybe he influenced Ilya. They're a lot closer than I am to them. Maybe I have to hang out with them more, get to the bottom of it. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it is past my bedtime, which is so not true. But what is true is that I'm tired and that I finished the brackets, and that's what I came here to do. So now our task is done, and I'm going to head out. So I will see you all hopefully tomorrow in like 11 or so hours or whatever it is. And we're going to watch Mizzou beat Texas Tech, and we're going to watch maybe SLU take on University of Minnesota or vice versa. But I'll see you all later. Have a good night. And let's send you all off on a raid. Who shall we raid? I guess I have 2 channels to raid. I can raid Drama Queen and Alpaca Lord. I'll raid Drama Queen from my channel. Have a good night, Cloudy. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you guys for all being here. And I hope you all filled out your prediction brackets. And may the best brackets win. All right. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.